Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 23 of Future's Edge, which is a mod pack by Landstrider, and we're here on Landstrider's Future's Edge server. I have got lots to do today and not very much time to do it, so we're going to get straight into that in a minute, but there's a few things I've been meaning to do for many episodes, and I keep getting distracted and sucked into recording these like long, complicated segments. So I want to get a few things off my chest first, right? First thing is a few episodes back, one of my subscribers, and that was DX Demon, said, because I had like glowstone in one of these like compartments over here, and he was like, well, why don't you just put it in a compacting drawer, because you can, you know, take it out either way from there. And I was like, I don't think you can do that, because there's no crafting recipe. Like, you can combine glowstone into... I should have picked the other one. Hold on a second. Yep, there we go. There's no recipe from glowstone back into the dust. So, and I thought that was how the compacting drawer worked. Yeah, otherwise you have to like run it through a sag mill, or I think a crusher actually gives you 4 every time. Yeah, there you go. Gives you 4 every time. So I didn't think it was going to work, but it absolutely does work. So thank you very much for that. That's actually been very useful while I've been crafting all these other components for all the bees and everything. I had another suggestion from Nemo Forever, which is about these capacitors, right? So we were having this problem where I could not get them to, like, I had these 4 capacitors and it wasn't recognizing that we had the 100 million RF. So what I'm going to do is take this one, and let's see, I think there's one here which should also be full. I've left these kind of running for a little while. I haven't been on because I've been at work. This is kind of the issue. I work in retail, and I don't kind of work on the selling floor anymore, but I do a lot of the training, and I take care of all the systems. And tomorrow, which is probably the day this is going to be getting released, is Black Friday. So you can imagine how crazy things have... Wow. I really need to sort out this lawn, don't I? Okay, I'll add it to my list of things to do. So yeah, I just haven't had much time to play recently. Let's grab you as well. So these should all be completely full. And what Nemo suggested, so we're going to test this out right now, is if we just put these 4 together, it might not be that it's 4 in our inventory, it might be that we need to have like a bank with that much RF in it. So we're going to try that right now. And you... no, it hasn't worked. 100 million RF in there. It was a good idea, but it doesn't seem to have worked. So, Landstrider, if you're seeing this, please help me out here. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this quest, and it's going to drive me crazy if I can't get it completed. What else was there? Oh, yeah, I had a lot of feedback about these bees. Tell you what am I fighting through here? I can just do this. There we go. I was an idiot, and a lot of you pointed this out to me in a very... Whoa. Okay, we're not going to run out of flowers for a while. That leads me into one of my next points, but yeah, oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to need to do something about these flowers. That's kind of crazy. I put all that time and effort into making these emulation upgrades, and these are those crazy ones where you get these like environmental processors, and they require these accelerated processing units. They require... everything in the entire world, and I was kind of killing myself trying to craft all these things, but apparently I could have just done... Let's just try upgrade. There's all these other bits and pieces here, so we could have gone... Where is it? Like humidifier upgrade. Look at that. Just an upgrade frame. That would have been so much easier. So thank you so much to all of you guys for recommending that. DM Demon was one of the people, and I think s1e23 as well, possibly a few others. I've kind of lost track of who's been saying what because I've been a bad YouTuber and not been saying it as it comes. So if we need to be making any more stuff, we'll probably just use these upgrades. The only downside is they're going to use up 2 slots instead of 1. Landstrider's actually suggested I do it that way as well. But s1e23 also suggested, you know what, I've been making this super template for all my bees over there, and it gives me 4 drones every time, and, you know, the short lifespan, and we've kind of got this problem here now, where these frame drawers are completely full of bees. Yeah, so what I should probably do, once I finally get my production copy of those bees, I should make a second template where they maybe only produce one drone. If I can figure out how to get enough drones when the fertility is only one, we'll see. And then, you know, longer lifespan, fast workers, all that kind of stuff. And then we can get the most out of them with the least amount of mess, which I quite liked as well. And then the last thing is that this was from a lot of people. Very, very many of you gave me lots and lots of good feedback about this bar and the problem we've been having with trying to get the alcohol that we can drink for this, right? And so I've had all kinds of suggestions, you know, try putting it into, let's load this up so I can actually show you what I'm talking about. Mead, supposed to have these mead bottles, right? And saying put it in a bottler and then you can bottle it. It doesn't actually work. There's no recipe for it. So thank you very much for all of the feedback. I do really, really appreciate it. I think there's going to be a lot of things where we kind of need to figure them out together, so I really, really do appreciate your help. But Halali has said that actually it's an issue. There's the missing crafting recipe, basically, and he's going to work on the pack, help Landstrider out a bit, and he's going to try and get us a recipe so we can actually make these bottles as well. So thank you very much for that. And just in general, because I do not say this enough, thank you so much to all of you guys who have been watching this series and giving me all these nice comments and feedback. Like, I'm really, really enjoying recording it, but there are times where, you know, you're trying to make content that other people want to watch as well. And you'd think you had all these tools that would help you find that information out on YouTube. You can see all kinds of information, like, you know, what country your subscribers are from and what percentage of your views are coming from subscribers versus non-subscribers and all that kind of stuff. But there's no option or button in there which says, you know, people liked this video for these reasons or people disliked this video for these reasons. All you have is your subscriber count. You can see if that's going up or down, and that gives you a rough sense of whether your channel's doing okay. And then you've got your like count for your videos. So you're kind of going, how many likes did this video get versus the last one? And then you're trying to figure out in your head what you've done differently, which might account for that. So all the feedback you guys have actually been giving me, all the actual comments, I really, really do appreciate that. So thank you to all of you for that. And welcome to all of the new subscribers, all of you new guys. You are most welcome. Welcome to joining us here. Now, I need to get a few things done. I wanted to get all that done right at the beginning because I've needed to do it for a long, long time. I have actually got this set up as well now. So we've got this vat here producing nutrient distillation, and we now have a permanently, hopefully, powered nutrient tank here in our, what's it called? I've forgotten already, inventory panel. So if we need something, we could just type it in here and take whatever we need out of the system, and we can still just dump everything in the bottom and it goes back into our 2-floor storage system. And I've got the power running through the roof here, and that's what's powering the vat. I think that's okay, except that now whenever it rains, rain comes through here. So I might have to add like a trapdoor to that or something, just so I don't get wet when I'm looking at my storage drawers. I need to put all these capacitor banks back and sort out the wiring. But our plan for today is not just me talking endlessly, so I'm sorry about that so far. We're going to be using this thing. In this wand, I have stored a monster spawner, and that is a Lurker spawner, which is a terrible, terrible mob, which spawns in the dungeons, goes invisible, jumps you, tries to kill you, but when you kill it, it drops leather. So I said, you know, either last episode or within the last couple of episodes, I was going to build an actual spawner for those underground here. And I'm going to do that now to get it out the way because I need this moving wand for other things. So bear with me. I'm going to put things back to how they were before I just wrecked them all, and I'll be right with you guys. Okay, I think phase 1 in plan, sort out all the little jobs that need doing is sort of nearly complete. Let me just show you what I've been doing before I seal it all up, right? We've basically just got this massive, massive drop underneath the hunting lodge, and I've placed the Lurker spawner there 2 blocks above. Sometimes I forget to do that, but that is actually important. It stops mobs from spawning on top of the spawner, and then they get stuck and it messes up your spawn rates, and they just drop down to the bottom here. Oh, there you go, perfect for demonstration, thank you. And then there's I think under here. Do I have any more of these? Yeah, because I'm going to lose it. There's like a vacuum chest underneath here, and it reaches the entire radius of this room. These make these kinds of spawners so easy to make. It just gathers everything that drops, sucks into the middle and into the vacuum, whatchamacallit, and then pipes are going to pull it out. I've just got, for now, for testing purposes, a little, if I can grab it, there we go, a little crate where I was just making sure that I was in range up there. So string, apparently we're getting quarter hearts, and leather, which is quite nice. And I've got it set up so I can just go straight to this travel anchor. If I stand in, I think I'm probably in range even on that anchor, but in this corner of the room for sure, I'm definitely in range of that spawner, and it should work away. Now the next part is kind of sealing all that up and kind of figuring out where I want to put the storage drawers for the loot. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'll cut back in and I'll show you the finished product. And there we go, all sealed up so you can't tell from the outside. So yeah, we wait around in here, just AFK for a little while. I can go and have a cup of coffee or something, then I can come back. And if I come up here, across this little walkway into this little store area, which is what this is going to be now, all of the items are going to get dumped straight in here. So I mean, we've got like over a stack of leather already, which I think is pretty good. That should be enough for making conveyor belts and things if we need them. And I have a sneaky feeling that we might do for one of our next projects. I really like those immersive engineering conveyor belts. I think they look awesome. But back to a different thing, right? So we found over in that direction a giant, in fact I could probably go, yeah, let's go up into this tower here. Over there is a giant pickaxe, and I had no idea what was going on there. I thought, you know, silly of me, I thought maybe one of the other guys on the server had built that for us. But I've been talking to Esk, and Esk seems to know a suspicious amount about where that pickaxe came from. He told me that he was in this area and that it was giants. Now, I should have known. Pretty obvious in retrospect, right? Let's see if we can... there we go. I'm really not good with this. There we go. With this Elytra, set of Elytra wigs just yet. Oh, we got a nice little overview of the village here. It's kind of cool. I haven't done this before. Sorry, got distracted. You know, we were saying that we wanted to get up and explore one of these things anyway. So this seemed like the perfect opportunity, because these giants, whatever they were doing, they've dropped their giant pickaxe, but there's also this magical beanstalk, of course I missed, there we go, which will let us actually get up and see what's up there. So I think we might do that. I do think this looks pretty cool though. Let's see if I can get up this. I've heard that they're terrible. Okay, whoa! Oh, that is so fast! That's amazing! What's this? Bean pod. Shift for more data. Harvestable axe. Is this gonna break it if I'm kind of scared to move because this thing is so slippery. Let's switch to the axe. Let's try breaking this. Got a bean pod. Cool. Now can we get off into here? It didn't break the vine either. That's cool. So we've got this awesome little floating island here. Okay. Yeah. My goodness, that is a long way down, isn't it? Okay, what's in this chest? Oh, just some goodies. So like a named book? I don't really know what these things are for. And we've got some flowers and some cobwebs and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. But these bean pods, I've heard you can do stuff with, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with it. Honestly, I was kind of expecting, let's see, shift for more details. What if I break it with this? Ah, there we go. You get all kinds of goodies and resources from those. So let's, was that going to be one of my mining packs, I guess? Yes, I think some of this was from digging that hole. But yeah, we got some diamonds, some gold, some iron. So those giants must have heard that we're constantly short on gold as well. So this worked out pretty well. I'm actually going to nab this glowstone, because why not? You can always use some more of that in this chest. That's pretty cool. But this does raise the question. I kind of feel like this pickaxe kind of appeared the same time as we were having all those earthquakes and those problems in our village, right? So I might have been wrong to assume that it was that church in the and the nether portal, which we're responsible for. Or maybe it was a combination of things. Maybe they kind of weakened the fabric of reality between the two worlds, the two dimensions, and this giant impact. Ba-dum-tsh. Is this gonna kill me? Shouldn't do. No, there we go. Kind of set it off. A little bit suspicious there. But yeah, I think this is really, really cool. Thanks for the tip off, Sky. I really appreciate it. That's really, really cool. So yeah, that brings us, let's dump all this stuff in here. I'm gonna need to actually properly clear out my inventory. I'm kind of actually storing flowers down here, and I don't know if I should be. I should just be converting them straight to dye, shouldn't I? It'd be better to have a space for our dye, because like we've got pink already. We could put this thing in light gray. Save a little bit of space. We have lots of storage, but we don't have unlimited storage. This kind of leads me on to the next part of the project, right? I've been complaining for a few episodes now about my laziness and my unwillingness to run all the way over to this side of the base and refill on sandwiches whenever we need it. What are we actually eating now, out of curiosity? Oh, I always get this wrong. There we go. Blueberry jelly sandwich, hot wings, and peanut butter and jelly. Okay, so we're going to need to refill that now anyway. I have to keep coming over, going to this chest, and then right-clicking and you get Vegemite, whatever, I guess it's nutritious, and then topping up on goodies, essentially. And I want, you know, we're progressing technologically very slowly. I want to move away from the kind of very primitive, Stone Agey kind of tech over here and, you know, start teching up this part of the city. It's supposed to be a city. We need something a little bit more developed than that. So what I think we're going to do, and I'm trying to figure out where we're going to do this. I haven't quite decided yet, although I kind of feel like this would be a nice area. I want to build a supermarket. Something very, very basic, but, you know, more of a city-themed kind of food source. So, give me just a second, because the sun's going down as well. I'm going to try and figure this out, get some materials together, and that's what we're going to do for the rest of the episode. We're going to build this supermarket, so I'll see you guys in just a bit. Okay, I think we're just about ready to start building this thing here. So I did kind of decide, I think we're going to try and tuck it away in this corner here for a couple of reasons. One, it's sort of in line with this path, so I can continue this path out this way, maybe build something up on this hill. I can tuck the road around behind, because this is just the supermarket. We also need to build the supply network for our sandwich shop here. It's not just going to be sandwiches, it's going to be a few other things as well. But then we've also still got some space to make a little kind of path down leading to the other side of where the bees are here, and I do still need to work on this area, partly clearing out all of the flowers, but also I need to make an actual path leading up to it. You know, I might make a few more things over in that direction, we will see. But I'm going to have to do this in a couple of parts. The first part is getting the rough building down, so let me get that started, turn the printer on, and just get this thing building, and maybe I can talk a little bit about what we're going to do with this. Let's just get the basic shape, and then I'll go inside, and I can show you guys that. Oh, it's a miracle it placed the windows well. Get this thing out here. Yeah, see a little bit of a space there. I haven't done the storage drawers yet, because I want to do them last, just so I can get them to place in the right direction, you know. A couple of windows, you can sort of get a... Oop, if I go over here, you can get a bit of a peek of what's going to go on inside the building. Yeah, let's get you, and let's get the roof placed as well. Just jump up here. I know I've said it 100,000 times already, but I seriously love this Schematica mod. It's so good. It makes building so much more pleasant, because you can just build stuff in creative. Am I missing something here? Yeah, I must be missing a block. It's fine, I'll deal with that afterwards. I tried to go through the shopping list and get everything, but I guess I missed something. It's not the end of the world. Oh, that's in the wrong place. What's that supposed to be? A slab? Yeah, we got you. Let's get these. Let's just quickly do the other side of the building here. A few more blocks. I'm like, this is a whole building. We've built this in, what, like a minute? I think it's pretty good. Bit less painful than me trying to decide where to place every block on camera as well. I did ask last episode whether you guys want to see me struggling through some of the more awkward crafting on my own, or whether I should cut that stuff and just show you like the finished product, and you said you want to see me suffer, so that's what we will do in future, although I don't class this as that. A couple more blocks. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the outside done. So let's just pop inside and I can show you the plan for this place. If we go in here, I need to sort out the lighting and everything as well, but most of this is placed. In fact, if I hide this, you might get a... Let's do it step by step. We've got all this lighting in the roof. This is going to keep the place lit. I forgot about that, actually. Otherwise, I guess I don't need torches. All around the outside here, we are going to have dirt blocks, and there's going to be some water in the wall somewhere for yeah, keeping the farmland hydrated. And we're going to have like a little checkout area here. And then all along the ceiling, if I turn this back on again, I need to get leaf blocks, and we are going to take a leaf out of Esk's book, and he's got this amazing fruit tree farm where he's taken that moving wand, which I don't have on me, but that's why I needed to clear it out. You basically put a piece of fruit on each one of these, and then you can just come in with bone meal and get whatever you need. And there's a vacuum chest under one of these slabs again, so the idea is this is where we come for our fresh produce, right? We'll have all of the fruit along the top, all of the berry crops along the side here, and I can just come in with a couple of stacks of bone meal, go crazy. It'll all get sucked into the middle, and then it'll get fed up into this hopper onto the checkout, which is going to be like these conveyor belts, and dropped into this chest here. That's the idea. So, I'm actually going to work on that now, and this is going to take me a bit of time, so I wanted to record this segment first. I'm going to go and try and get, you know, the fruit trees sorted out, and all the rest of it. And then hopefully for the end of the episode, I can come back and show you the finished product. So I will be back in a little while. Okay, I haven't gone to get all the fruit trees yet, but I also realized how long we've been recording for, and I wanted to be able to show you guys this episode. I'm running out of time for the day as well, so between episodes I'm going to work on a couple of things. The main one is going to be getting the different like fruits, but this is kind of how it works, right? If I come up here and I have my inventory full of stuff and I just have a bunch of bone meal, I can pick a fruit. Let's go for strawberries. Everybody loves strawberries. Just go to town on this, hold right click, and they all get loaded up onto the checkout, the conveyor belt there. The little assistant's gonna sit behind. They get all fed in and into our shopping cart and our shopping basket here. That's the idea, and I should be able to do that for anything in this room. Everything I hold right click on, I think this will work. I might actually need to tweak. Yeah, no, that works as well. That's cool. Okay. It should all end up loaded in here, and then I can do other things with it, because this is not going to be the end either. We've got plans. Don't you worry, guys. But I wanted to check out Oracle, I think it was, had a really good idea. He said, what biome does the Spectre dimension count as, because maybe you could get your bees running in there. And I thought that was a brilliant idea, because we're having issues, right? Everything's really freezing cold in our base. It's gone dark. 1 second. Ah, there we go. Okay, that was kind of weird. Oh, biome hell. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit milder than that. Let's put this thing down. Hellish and arid. Well, okay, we still might be able to do something with that if we're breeding like nether bees. It's a real shame. That was a really good idea. I was hoping we could, you know, leave some of our more sensitive bees running in here. But we could still use that. It's kind of interesting that it's a hell biome and it's not the nether. So maybe we could breed some nether bees in here without having to worry about all the terrible things spawning. But for now, I think we're going to call the episode there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm excited to show you what we've got planned for these food buildings, so I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!